The moment you accepted your current salary, you signed a contract you didn't actually read. I am going to show you exactly why making $60,000, $80,000, or even $100,000 a year feels like you are constantly suffocating, and I will reveal the invisible mathematical trap designed to keep you exactly where you are. But it is not because of your daily coffee, and it is not just because of inflation. There is a specific psychological and economic mechanism your employer uses, and once you see it, you can never unsee it. What most people do not realize is that the modern salary was never designed to build your wealth. It was reverse-engineered to calculate the exact minimum amount of money required to keep you returning to work every single Monday without quitting. Let's look at the baseline math of your existence. When you hear that you make $70,000 a year, your brain immediately visualizes $70,000 of purchasing power. But the system is built on a series of aggressive deductions before the money even reaches your hands. Taxes, healthcare premiums, and forced retirement contributions instantly wipe out 30%. You are not living on $70,000. You are living on $49,000. But here is where it gets interesting. The entire modern economy of 2026 is algorithmically priced based on that $49,000. The rent in your city, the cost of a car lease, the price of groceries, they are not random numbers. They are dynamically adjusted by corporate data algorithms that know exactly what the median trapped employee brings home. They price the cost of basic survival just slightly under your take-home pay, leaving you with an illusion of disposable income. This brings us to the first pillar of the trap, the survival threshold. The survival threshold is the exact amount of money you need to not starve and not get evicted. In the 1990s, the survival threshold took up about 50% of a salary. Today, for young adults, it consumes nearly 85%. This is intentional. When your survival costs consume your entire paycheck, your salary ceases to be a tool for wealth creation and becomes a subscription fee for your own life. You are literally working just to pay the monthly fee of being alive. But wait, you might say, I get raises, I get bonuses. If you think getting a 5% raise next year is going to fix this, you need to hear this. A 5% raise is actually a pay cut, and here is the exact math your HR department hopes you never calculate. Real inflation, factoring in the true cost of housing, food, and energy, runs much higher than the government-reported CPI. If your life costs 8% more to live, but you get a 5% raise, you have lost 3% of your purchasing power. Over 5 years, you are doing more senior-level work, carrying more stress, and yet you are objectively poorer than the day you were hired as a junior. This is the invisible hamster wheel. You are running faster just to slide backwards slightly slower. Now, we have to talk about the second pillar, targeted lifestyle creep. You have been told that being broke is your fault because you buy things you don't need. But in 2026, you are fighting a losing battle against multi-billion-dollar artificial intelligence algorithms designed to extract your remaining 15% of disposable income. Every app you open, every screen you look at, knows exactly what day you get paid. Have you ever noticed how the most irresistible ads, the targeted food deliveries, the sudden subscription renewals all magically align with the 1st and 15th of the month? They know the exact moment the money hits your account, and they know the exact psychological dopamine triggers to make you spend it. You are not weak-willed. You are being hunted by supercomputers. The system requires you to spend your money to keep the economy moving. If everyone saved their salaries, the consumer economy would collapse overnight. Therefore, society has engineered a culture where spending your entire paycheck is normalized. They sell you the concept of treating yourself because you work hard. You work a job you hate for 40 hours a week, so you deserve that expensive dinner, you deserve that weekend trip, you deserve that financed car. This is the ultimate trap. You are using the money you traded your life for to buy brief moments of escape from the very job that is draining your life. It is a perfect closed loop. The company pays you, you spend the money on coping mechanisms to survive the stress of the company, and you return on Monday with zero leverage. Leverage is the key word here. The entire reason the salary trap works is because it robs you of leverage. When you live paycheck to paycheck, you cannot say no. You cannot negotiate aggressively. You cannot walk away from a toxic boss. You cannot take 6 months off to start your own business. Your salary is a golden handcuff, except for most people, it is not even made of gold anymore, it is made of cheap plastic. The people at the top, the ones signing your checks, do not trade time for money. They trade equity and systems for money. They own assets that appreciate while you own a job that depreciates. What most people don't realize is that time is the only truly finite resource in the universe. When you agree to a salary, you are mathematically capping your upside. There are only so many hours in a week. Even if you are the best employee in the world, your salary has a hard ceiling dictated by market rates, not your actual output. If you automate your entire job and do it in 2 hours, they do not pay you more. They just give you more work. You are penalized for your own efficiency. So how do you actually escape? How do you break a system that has spent a century studying how to keep you in it? The first step is aggressive, brutal realization. You must stop viewing your salary as a safety net and start viewing it as a temporary bridge. As long as you view the salary as the final destination, you will remain trapped. You must calculate your true hourly wage. Factor in the commute, the unpaid overtime, the time spent decompressing from work, and the money spent on work clothes and lunches. You will realize your real hourly rate is shockingly close to minimum wage. Once you see this, the illusion of the safe job shatters. You must begin decoupling your income from your time. This means acquiring skills that have nonlinear returns. Writing, building digital products, or acquiring ownership in businesses. These are things you build once that can pay you 1,000 times. The transition is painful. It requires taking the tiny sliver of energy you have left after your 9 to 5 and investing it into your 5 to 9. It means living below the algorithmic threshold of your peers. It means looking broke to people who are secretly drowning in debt, so that one day you can be truly free. The entire system relies on your compliance. It relies on you being too tired, too stressed, and too distracted to build your own leverage. They want you comfortable enough not to riot, but hungry enough to keep working. Your salary is the price they pay you to forget your dreams. Remember that on Monday morning.